Oh my god. I fumbled that so hard. Alright. We are here playing Tack Wizard Farm. It looks like this guy's using Azalea, so he might also be using some sort of Wizard Farm strategy. We'll see what it is. I've seen people play a variety of things. Okay, he's using Dartlings. Maybe this is like... Could be a couple strategies then. Maybe Dartling NG. But we'll see what his strategy is here in a second. But I'm just going to be sure within these couple first rounds to really be on top of that greed here. I haven't done this before, but because he delayed his eco, I think I might be able to get away with an early farm. Normally you can't really do this, but specifically because, okay, so he's stunning. So I'm definitely going to, this is really weird, I'm definitely going to get 2 at the top past Firth, even though normally it's way better to get Blade Shooter, just because that let me greed a lot more for that farm there without losing a ton of lives. That's like, if I just have a 0-0 farm, I probably would have died. But because his eco was delayed, I was able to leak a little bit in exchange for being able to get an extra farm down. And that's going to be like $100 extra or so that I have now, just because I was able to do that. That's always something to be considering, is if you can leak a little bit in order to get more money, especially with farms, that's usually super worth it. Because every time that you compound that money, or like I have an extra $100 from the farm, that means that I'll probably be able to get the next farm or the next farm upgrade, like an eco tick earlier. And then that can mean like some more extra cash from that, and it just keeps compounding. So it's something where you could very easily be sitting there at like round 10 with 1,000 extra cash or so because you're willing to keep greeding through those early rounds. Whereas if you don't, like, you just kind of lose out on that and it's not worth. Like here, he only makes me leak lives while it's layered. So even though I leaked 30 or so there, I'm not scared because I know that those whites won't hurt me too much once they're no longer layered. And so even though I see the lives dropping, I'm just chilling, I'm ready. And now I have a whole extra upgrade on my hero, and I'm just chilling. Like, I have more money and more defense than I would before, just in exchange for a couple lives. And the thing is that, you know, normally when you get rushed, if you think about it, like, how many times do you get rushed and you die by, it takes, like, only 30 lives? Versus, like, how many times do you get rushed and it's like, oh, like, if I had 1k more there, like, I would have defended. If you think about it that way, you should always be trying to see how is it that I can get ahead in greed in order to not need to get those kinds of defenses. Because then, like, you can just chill. It doesn't matter. Or this, I think this will actually be best here. Weirdly. I might be able to do something cheeky, because he is playing Dartling, but he has that wall of fire there, so I don't want to bother with, like, yellows. So maybe something will happen with these zebras, I'm not really sure. But I'm definitely playing this more on the greedy side for me, instead of, like, trying to rush him like crazy early. There we go, we're in a very, very solid spot right now. I'm just going to be sure to shore up, make sure we have our defenses for round 11. If he rushes me, I want to be prepared for that. And it looks like he's also getting Necro, so we're fine to shoot a little bit more. Just be sure I don't leak to this before I get Necro. Oh, fuck. Alright, I think he made a mistake there when he sent that, but whatever. I don't think he meant to send a whole small Rainbow Rush there like that. Because that was definitely in favor of me. I probably didn't even do Maelstrom, but I wanted to be safe. Because I've lost a couple of games just being dumb and like not getting Maelstrom when I could have. So I'm perfectly fine playing that a bit more on the close side. Alright, I'm going to go for this, and then I think I'm going to look to rush, now that his Necro has a little bit less in terms of the graveyard. I'll boost that through. And that's game, for sure. Yep, but this is surprisingly a really good map for Tack Wizard Farm. Like, it is one of the few maps that has an 8 out of 8 tack spot. If you take advantage of that, your greed levels with Tack Wizard Farm are just insane. Very safe to be greedy on this map. So I'm going to start off with the classic reds, you know how it is. Then I'm going to upgrade this. Oh, because he's sending Space Blues, I might be able to greed a bit more for just straight into farm. If he was sending Full Leak, I would definitely have to get, like, Bleached right now. But I've only leaked 2, so I might see if I can try and get away with this. If he layers with anything else, I'm going to upgrade. But if he doesn't, I think he'll be able to get things a little earlier. Okay. Yeah, so now he's going to make me leak a bit. But now I have extra bananas, so I probably got an extra $80 from that exchange for like 15 lives or something. Not much. Like, I didn't lose that many lives when I was able to get 80 extra dollars. That means that I'm going to be able to get this upgrade now instead of like next eco tick. And so I'm going to be ahead by like another 80 or so from this round. And that's like, now that one exchange has basically put me to being $106 ahead. So now I can get this even with only like 3 lives left. And I'm just even further ahead than before. So it's crazy how, like, if you're willing to take these small risks to leak a couple of lives, you'll be able to pull way ahead in terms of your farming, and get a lot more money than you would be able to get otherwise. So definitely try and figure out not only, like, how do I defend different things, but what is the absolute minimum I can do, where it's like, it's going to be a little risky, maybe, but I'm probably not going to die from it. Because sometimes if you do that, it works out really well. And like I know here, whites, if I try to greed, I'm going to lose a lot. So I'm just going to immediately get that upgrade, gonna chill. I don't need a counter boost or anything. Looks like he boosts to his yellows. So now he's used 2 boosts. Okay, for something. And it doesn't matter that much to me, honestly. I don't think I feed his trap enough to really care. I'm going to stop ecoing soon. So I'll go for a 3rd farm. And I'm still just chilling here. 1 tack, nothing else, because that's what I can get away with, and I'm going to have a 3rd farm soon. Yeah, but this stuff is thing where, like, if he sends me yellows, like, which he could right now, especially with me feeding his trap, I would immediately have to get down a wizard. I'm going to get down Quincy just because I want those levels. But because he didn't, I can chill here. I can get another 1-0 farm. I'm going to have extra money from that this round. So now I'm sitting on 4 farms at round 8. That's really solid. Okay, this guy is running an interesting strat for sure. So, that's weird. Both farms. I might be able to be a little bit cheeky with some yellows. This is also a little bit less efficient for him in terms of the RBE that he gets per trap. Okay, he's sending that. I'm not going to mess around with it. I'm just going to wall of fire and then chill. And because he has... I wouldn't normally do this, but because he has engineer, I'm just going to go full farm right now. Normally you would not want to do this at all. Alright, round 11. That's a positive exchange for me, for sure. Okay, I need that middle upgrade right now. Need blade shooters. Okay. Yeah, I don't really want to, even though it's like really good eco, I'm a bit nervous about sending much of anything to that. You know, that he's not collecting trap right now. Okay. Boat, ice, energy. That's definitely an interesting strategy. I mean, credits to him for using something. It's not just like standard meta. I respect it. Okay, I'm not really scared of that at all. Gonna need some more rainbows than that to get through Necromancer. Ceramics. Okay, so you just sold a lot to do that. And lost all of it. Alright. You know, I'm gonna disrespect this a little bit. You do not have the defense to steal these. Game. Yeah, I was originally intending to layer the rainbows with the mobs, but I realized that like he was sending enough that as long as I defended, I pretty much won the game either way, and I didn't want to end up giving him the win by not paying that much attention to my side. That's still something to always be careful of, is like, even if you have a winning move, if their counter can like kill you if you like mess up, it's usually better to just not give them a chance.